Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I pay respect to the triple gems, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. I pay respect to Bhante Ratananda, my Dhamma brothers, Venerable Nyanlankara, Venerable Aryananda, Venerable Ichananda, and Venerable Deepjoy. May you listen to my Dhamma talk and benefit the most. Let it change something in your life. I'd like to give a Dhamma talk regarding verse 29 of the Dhammapada in the Appamada Vagga. Appamada Vagga is the second Vagga of the Dhammapada. Dhammapada is a book from the Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya is one of the 5 books of the Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka is one of the 3 divisions of the Pali Canon. The Gatha is Appamatesu Pamatesu Suttesu Bahujagaro Abalasangwasigaso Hitayati Sumedaso. This verse means that heedful among the heedless, heedful among the heedless, awake among those who are asleep. The wise one advances like a fast horse that leaves behind dust while running. In the Dhammapada, that's given a story that at one time 2 monks went to the Buddha to get instructions for their meditation. Having got instructions, they both went to a certain place to practice meditation accordingly to what the Buddha had told them. During their practice, one of the monks used to do meditation, and he found it convenient for him to practice at night. While practicing at night, he would the first watch he would do meditation while laying down. The second watch he would stand up and do walking meditation. In the last watch he would also lie down and do laying down meditation. The second monk, what he did at night time, he would first go and make a fire, then invite other people to come and join him at his fire to do some conversing. Having done the conversing, he would go to the heedful monk and tell him, "You didn't come here to sleep. You are always in your room doing nothing at this time of the night. You enter your room as soon as the sun sets, you enter your room. What are you doing? Just sleeping. You should come out and practice as the Buddha told us. You should be heedful." This is what the heedless monk was telling the heedful monk, that he should be heedful. Then the heedful monk also told him for some time that, "Why don't you practice? You are always engaging with other people, with the novices, with the lay people that come here, instead of doing the practice as the Buddha advised us." Then this heedless monk told him, "Let's each do our own business, and we shall see at the end who the Buddha will praise." And so they did. The heedless monk continued blaming the heedful monk for always being sleeping, but in reality, the heedful monk used to go to his room and practice throughout the entire night, sleeping as little as possible. While the heedless monk, having spoken as much as possible, he would then go to sleep. At the end of a certain time, they went back to the Buddha, and then the Buddha asked them, "How have you been practicing, venerables?" Then the heedful monk spoke first, that, "I used to do so and so, meditating throughout the night, keeping mindfulness during my activities in the day, and thus I practiced." Then they asked the heedless monk, "How have you been practicing? Did you gain something?" He said, "Of course I gained something, but I'd like to bring your attention to the behavior of this monk here. This monk here used to do nothing the entire day. He used to walk just like lazy people do. You would see the way he used to walk, walking sluggishly like he doesn't want to. Even walking, he found walking difficult. He always went to sleep as soon as the sun set, and left his house, his kuti, only after the sun rose. Such a monk does not deserve to be your student. But I, Venerable Sir, during the first watch, I would collect wood, gather all the people around, and we do some discussion. Then I went to sleep early, knowing that I'll wake up early. Having woken up early, he spoke a lot of things, but actually all of them were not as the Buddha directed them to do. So the Buddha told him that, you, Venerable Sir, in comparison to my son is like a fast horse that while running leaves behind only dust. In this way, the Buddha admonished him and told him he was actually the one who had did a mistake by not being heedful. Being heedful did not mean always conversing with people, doing things that don't lead us to Nibbana. This is not being heedful. Being heedful means being aware of every moment, being mindful. The heedless monk achieves the heedful monk of always being sluggish, walking slowly, not engaging with people. This is what he said the other monk was doing bad. But what the other monk was doing was being heedful. He knew speaking to other people will not help you on your way to heedfulness. What you should do is isolate yourself and focus on being mindful. Your movements, when eating, when walking, even when laying down. All of these moments require being heedful and mindful. So did this monk practice, but the other monk, he understood it wrongly, and also he did his practice in the wrong way. This Dhammapada verse should encourage us, as it does to me, that we should do heedfulness by being mindful always and always. What also interests me a lot in this story is that when the heedless monk accused the heedful monk of being lazy, always sleeping, this monk didn't try to defend himself, maybe calling that, no, this is what I do. He didn't try anything like that. He just left him because he knew at one point of time that truth will prevail, that truth will come out itself. That what he did was always meditation, not going to sleep at 7 and waking up at 7. This is not what he did. But he did not try to defend himself. I think because by defending ourselves, when speaking to, let me say, the foolish, when we try to defend ourselves, we end up quarreling, and the other person becomes angry. They might also harm us. So what we should do is leave everything to time and be patient. In conclusion of my Dhamma talk, I pay respect to the Triple Gems and also to Bhante Ratananda and my Dhamma brothers. May listening to my Dhamma talk help you in your day-to-day life and attaining Nibbana in the future. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.